everyone. This is J.Keerthi of 3rd BA English Literature from Mahalakshmi Women's College of Arts and Science. I am here to review the book Swami and Friends written by R.K.Narayan. Rasipuram Krishna Swami Iyer Narayana Swami R.K.Narayan was born on 10th October 1906 and died on 13th May 2001. He was an Indian writer known for his work set in the fictional South Indian town of Malgudi. He was a leading author of early Indian literature in English along with Mulk Raj Anand and Raja Rao. Narayan's mentor and friend Graham Greene was instrumental in getting publishers for Narayan's first 4 books, including the semi-autobiographical trilogy of Swami and Friends. Narayan's writing techniques was with a natural element of humor about it. It focused on ordinary people, reminding the reader of next-door neighbors, cousins, and the like, thereby providing a greater ability to relate to the topic. Unlike his national contemporaries, he was able to write about the Indian society without having to modify his characteristic simplicity to conform to trends and fashions in fiction writing. Swami and Friends is the first of a series of novels written by R.K. Narayan, English language novelist from India. The novel, the first book Narayan wrote, is set in British India in a fictional town called Malgudi. The second and third books in the trilogy are The Bachelor of Arts and The English Teacher. The novel Swami and Friends is an episodic narrative that follows the daily life of Swaminathan, a charismatic and lazy schoolboy in the fictional South Indian town of Malgudi with his father, mother and granny. He attends the Albert Mission School and have set of friends including Samuel called as P, Shankar, Somu and Mani. But the arrival of a new boy in the school, Rajam, son of the police superintendent who speaks English like a European, threatens Swami's popular status. They become rivals, enemies even, but swiftly reconcile and become fast friends. Swami invites Rajam over to his house and gives orders for his family to change their behavior and clean up to put a good face for Rajam, whose family comes from more money. Swami's old friends, the P, Shankar and Somu, feel abandoned by his budding friendship with Rajam and begin calling Swami Rajam's tail to humiliate him. Rajam eventually brings everyone together to his house and urges them to reconcile and get along, bribing them with prizes, which ends up working. Swami and Rajam, along with Mani, a tall, strong boy who can beat up almost anyone, become a loyal trio. Swami gets into some trouble with another boy, the coachman's son, after trying to get enough money to buy a wheel. Interrupting their provincial play is a nationalistic strike as part of Gandhi's non-cooperation movement. Swami is swept up in the frenzy of the crowd and throws stones at the window of the headmaster's room, breaking it. The crowd of protesters is broken up by the policemen who violently beat the protesters, led by Rajam's father, the superintendent. The next day, the headmaster questions and punishes him and all the students who are missing from school. Swami, acutely distressed, runs away from the school, muttering, "I don't care for your dirty school." He is kicked out of the missionary school and enrolls in the board high school, deemed a more inferior institution. Rajam forgives Swami for his political sins and posits that they start a cricket club, which he crowns the Malgudi Cricket Club, or MCC for short. They gather their friends together and practice, but Swami arrives late to every practice because he is kept at school until late in the afternoon. Rajam grows exasperated by Swami's tardiness, and with a friendly match coming up, Swami pled with the headmaster to let Swami leave class early for his cricket practice. The headmaster declines. Swami becomes desperate and asks a doctor to give him a certificate allowing him to leave early. The doctor refuses but says that he will speak to the headmaster. Swami begins leaving the class early for cricket class until the headmaster comes in and calls him out in front of the classroom. The headmaster begins beating Swami, who is overcome with a mix of rage and humiliation. He takes the cane out of the headmaster's hand and throws it out the window and runs away. After the incident, Swami believes that he is doomed, kicked out of the two high schools, unable to face his father's wrath at home. He sees his only option is to escape the town entirely, only coming back anonymously to play the cricket game. He wanders off but gets lost and very hungry and begins to miss his home. He regrets his decision to escape. He begins having wild, scary dreams and falls asleep on the road, where he is picked up by a man carrying a cart. Meanwhile, his father has been roaming the town looking for him, and his mother and granny are very anxious. When the man identifies Swami, he calls his parents and they pick up. Swami is relieved to be found but upset when Mani tells him that he missed the cricket match and that MCC lost. Rajam declares that he no longer cares for Swami and they stop being friends. One night, Mani divulges to Swami that Rajam and his family are leaving Malgudi permanently because his father got transferred to another city. Swami wakes up early the next day to say goodbye to Rajam at the train station and give him a gift, a volume of Hans Christian Andersen's fairy tales. They manage to wriggle their way through the crowd of police officers who are sending Rajam's family off, and Swami and Rajam face each other. Swami cries out that Rajam is going away and when will he ever come back? Rajam opens his mouth to respond, but his response is lost in the locomotion of the trains as it chugs away. Mani runs alongside the train and gives Rajam the gift of books. The train leaves and Swami cries, wondering if Rajam will ever think about him again. And Mani tries to console him by saying that Rajam will write letters to Swami, but his answer seems flimsy and his face inscrutable. Boyhood is the overall period of life through which Swami and his friends are living through, and its sense of adventure earns comparisons to famous American boys such as Huck Finn or to the English tradition of schoolboy fiction such as Kipling's Starkey and Co. Boyhood is defined by its sense of escape and adventure through evading and resisting authorities, as well as by a strong sense of group identity and friendship. I am sure this story would have reminded everyone of their school memories. Hope you all like this video. Thank you for watching.